Morning all. I want to play more DS2. That's just generally true. Unfortunately, because I've got this stuff going on, I have to do it via stream. That doesn't really bother me, because I can just do... Here's the thing, I can stream whenever the hell I damn want. It's not something that used to be a thing, but... I'm gonna play some Dark Souls 2. You can't stop me. Whether anyone shows up, that's a different question entirely. But I'm gonna play some Dark Souls 2 anyway. Just for me. Where was I last time? I got beaten up by the pursuer. I should go and finish that off before I do anything else. Just because I'm not leaving that loose end. Fortunately, that thing is not far away. It's just... go straight there, couldn't I? Don't think anything will pursue me into here, as it were. I should probably be using the spear still. Whatever. Lance did it fine last time. Looked 100% like he was going to do his dash then, and didn't. Sure what was up with that. I don't remember what these moves are. I just remember that that's bad if you get hit by it. Let's face it, all of it's bad if you get hit by it, but I think that one's particularly bad. Come on, couple more. That's the way. I get some twinkling twite night for my twobble. Alright, dogs. No point in doing it the hard way. I don't... Oh. Ow. Really need to be here was the end of that sentence. Don't really need to be there. But now I do because I've got to go and get my souls, but... I would rather be back at the other bonfire, I think. I don't really remember the layout of this place very well. I know there's a couple of directions I can go, but I don't remember what's beyond them. And I remember which bosses are in this area, but not how to get to them. I can either go this way, past these guys in that statue, or the other way. I don't remember what's the other way. Does that even lead to a boss? Or progress? I wish I could do that sweep. 2 hands. I'm loving the damage you get off of those counter hits. I definitely have at least one branch. And I'm pretty sure I have to do this one sooner or later, so I might as well while I'm here. It'd be a bugger to be petrified that long and then get killed instantly after you get unpetrified. Seems uncouth to get unpetrified just to be killed anyway. Don't want to be there. Should probably lure them into the doorway, shouldn't I? Or use a different weapon that's got a bit more of a sweep to it. Just too many fellows there. Use this again for a minute. Really getting the kind of damage I'm used to here. Maybe halberds have that hilt damage thing. You've actually got to hit with the blade. Not that that doesn't make sense, just... I was hoping that would be the end of it. Okay, there's definitely that hilt damage. Okay, that didn't work. I should stop wasting my firebombs. We should just hurry up and get up here. I don't want you getting me in the back. I go over here. That didn't work. I'm stuck. Lingering flame. I don't remember what that is. Reads like a pyromancy. Was a pyromancy. Let's do something a bit more general. Bugger it, let's just go back to the lance. I'll lure him through the doorway, that's gonna be the easiest way. Should really spend these souls too. They haven't got the range they look like they've got. I really wish I could kill these things in one hit. I'm just that little bit too... That's... I was trying. Maybe I should go and have a chat to the other fellow. I think I can get back up there. Probably should have done that already by now, actually. I forgot I hadn't done this. I'll get all the way down. It did. This should work. Very nice. If you don't bust down the wall, there you can go through this door later. This fellow's strange. Excuse me while I pillage everything.
Oh, why can't they all be this easy? We've got a wild one here. Shape up. Shape up, I say. Oh, that's it, yes. That's the way. Dear flame, how brightly you burn. Flame, I smell flame upon you. I'm Macduff the blacksmith. All I want is a little flame. So, hand that ember to me.
That would be the dull ember
You
that I picked up a while back.
What a marvelous ember. You've got stones, I pray. Give me stones, and I'll fortify your gear.
Sell anything that would be of interest to me? Already got a winged spear. But don't want a scythe. Could stand to buy some bolts. Also reinforce, of course. I'm not going to upgrade that crossbow because that's not the crossbow I want to end up using anyway. The lance, on the other hand, might be. I've got more than enough shards for now. Upgraded more than I thought I'd be able to. Now then, let's get a solid, let's say 100. Wooden bolts? 100's heavy bolts. I was going to call them steel bolts, I think something else. He sells great arrows. I don't know if you can have a great bow by this point. I suppose he could. I'm not sure where the first one you get is. This fellow likes fire a lot, so let's give him some. And also he was sitting on a chest. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Ow. Those upgrades should make me quite a bit more effective than I was. Thought I'd be out of the way of that one. Guess not. I'm loving this extra damage. probably go back to the other bonfire, but this will do for now. Oh, that's almost double what I was doing before. No, double would be 900. It's close enough to double. I only needed like 30 more. A couple hundred more is not something I'm going to complain about. I think I even need the counter damage to kill these things in one hit now. Which is very nice. I like that. Alright. This place is kind of wormy and I gotta remember where the hell I am, where I'm going. I was trying to avoid that. There is a boss through here, but I'm not going to go through here just yet. Still a bunch of stuff to get around here, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if those things can attack you through them. Don't want to find out. This door is a bit mean. Needless to say, that's not what you want to do. Not sure what the implication there is. What was the other way? Could I open that door? That one that comes from the other. I think that's in the boss room actually. And you totally can't open it. It's less in here than I remember. I guess it's just the boss. So with that in mind, I'm gonna go the other way quickly. I want to get through more of the area before I start fighting the bosses, and there are a couple here. I don't know if you can get through that door from up here, but I'm not about to try. It seems dangerous. Getting these dogs while I can. Might be easier to come the other way, I'm not sure. Alright. If I go too far, this pursuer will bugger off. Never mind, this will bugger off. I forgot one showed up here. Thought I would have time to stab it. I didn't even know those things could punch. Thought they just blew up. How they blow up is a good question. Maybe I would prefer coming from this one and get a lot of these dogs out of the way before they become a problem. Loath to get hit by a lance. Apparently I have neither of my bolts equipped, which I should probably do. Okay, bigger problems. Close. The pursuer shows up a lot in this area. Getting plenty more damage now though. Nothing. Nothing. Good source of twinkling tight net. Just don't explode on me in my face, and I'm okay with it. More through there. Hope I haven't caught anyone's attention. What are you doing up there? Can light up that torch while I remember to. Light is good. You want it. I for one love to be able to see what I'm doing. Oh, I forgot. That's what came up there. These things hurt. I'm really glad that last one didn't get a chance to do anything. I remember correct. This isn't all what I wanted. I just want the item. I don't want to close the door. Whoever wants to close the door ever? Did I break open this wall? Not that I'm complaining, mind. Do I have any more lockstone? I have one more lockstone. I don't remember if this one's worth. Some of those things have very useful functions. Some of them are not so useful. I don't remember which is which. I also don't really expect me to remember if there's any mimics around, so that could happen out of the blue. That'll be fun. I'll tell in the dark which of these things are chests and which are just boxes. I think that lockstone thing does give you items, but there's a more important one further along. Well, I totally didn't want to be out here. I'm pretty sure the pursuers only show up once. Well, once when you get to a spot where they show up. I just repeated myself. I mean, if you kill them, they won't show up again. They won't respawn. Margaret, I'm gonna use this lockstone. I'll find more. Right. It's not especially useful. I'll take it. I wonder if I could even survive that fall. Let's give it a go. Might want to keep my life high doing this. Where do I put my lance? My lance wouldn't fit in here. My lance has to go to hand space just so I can travel in this elevator. They're quite weak, you just don't want them hitting me. That's unpleasant. I remember what's where. I think there's a bonfire up here, but I think you Apparently I have another branch. That's good. I'm not gonna complain then.
Still a bit stiff, I'm afraid. I must thank you, young traveler. I am Strayed, a wandering sorcerer of sorts. I've been a guest for a very long time, but I don't think that anybody will miss me. Very good, cursed one. Weak you may be, but I, Strayed, will teach you my spells. So, how long was I sat petrified? Long enough for the old kingdom to have crumbled, I see. Why didn't anyone wake me sooner?
I don't think this fella's going to have anything of particular interest to me at the moment.
Feeble, let's hope the magnificence of my spells does not deter you.
Especially not while I got all spellcasting stats. Really do have a punch on them, don't they? Love it when the physics breaks and there's just pieces of stuff floating in the air. Morning, Stoner. Right, I remember there was an illusionary ball somewhere. I had a feeling that was going to happen. What, to see me die? Yes, probably. Following me, aren't you? Yeah, I think they're all in there. I just wanted to... You want to explode again? Not now, you're not. I don't know that there's any reason to do that. It's fun though. I think you can eventually go through here, but you've got to open it from the other side. I don't know if it's an actual useful shortcut, but... This one's pretty devious. Not to mention what you have to do up here. That was not a wise place to do that, but it worked, so... Getting some decent damage on these things now that I've upgraded my lance a bit. More damage means less fighting time, which means more likely that I don't get killed. Good for everyone involved. I think that ring is durability? Yeah. Weapons don't break so quickly. Do I want to jump down here? I think this is where I was just before, saying that you can't get through there. Also, there's more stuff to get. I think we've almost ransacked this area for everything that it's worth. I killed you last time. Oh, that's right, I respawned at Stray, didn't I? Strider? Which boss should I fight first? Do you remember which ones are around here? I think I have access to 2 from here. I'm gonna work on getting to the next bonfire from here, but... I did do that, yes. Because I didn't go along the path up here. I could at least get the bonfire. But then which boss? I don't think I can get to the gargoyles from where I'm at just now. There's also... That's one of them, yes. That would be the one that is eventually along this path. You remember what the other one is? This might not be especially memorable. It's in a room with multiple levels and a whole bunch of illusory walls around the edges. Yes, the tall things. It's weird that you can just roll through attacks. Iframes make no sense whatsoever. What are video games? So yeah, which should I go and fight first? The Sinner or the Torthlings? I think that's supposed to be a hint that they exist. I think the Sinner, if I remember correctly, is actually a her. I think. I mean, no one can blame me. I barely remember myself.
Is that a here to see? However,
Sorry, True. Yes. I mean, the other way is also a dead end. To be fair, I have to remember to burn my thingies on the bonfire. Does the lance scale more with strength? But then maybe I'll end up using spears? The problem is, I did my research on the spears. There is one spear that I think I would most like to wind up using, but I can't get it until I'll nearly be done, so not especially useful. They are more generous with the upgrade materials, so I think I shouldn't have trouble.
Seek souls. Larger, more powerful souls.
I've remembered what I was trying to do. That has C on both Dex and Strength.
Bearer of the seek lest.
I don't know. I need to at some point decide on an element. Because I want to go for an element, I don't know which element. Do I even have any spell slots? You don't get a spell slot until level 10 attunement. Might as well get that out of the way. Do I just bring everything to level 10, have a nice baseline? It's a good way to put off having to decide on an element. Sure, why not? I do appreciate that they gave attunement more uses in yeah, I've definitely considered hexes. I don't know. I feel like dark damage is generally a little more resisted than other elements, which is not to say that that's a good reason not to go for dark on its own. It also means I would need to invest equally in faith and intelligence. Again, not necessarily a problem. It's just something to consider. I don't know if I need a torch. I'll grab a torch, shall I? Yeah, there's that as well. I mean, I don't know. I could go for one. If I did go for one, I would want to go for the one that gives a weapon buff. Dark weapon, or whatever the spell is. Again, I'm not against it. I figure I'm not going to go for magic, because I went for magic in Dark Souls 1. And I originally was thinking I wouldn't do lightning again, because I did lightning the first time I played through Dark Souls 2. But I think I would be okay with that if I were to do it. So basically, lightning, fire, or dark. I just have to choose one. And in Dark Souls 2, more than... well, at least Dark Souls 1, I don't remember about Dark Souls 3, but... ooh, heavy crossbow. Oh, grab that, thanks. Thank you. It's really not much heavier. Dark weapon is a staff hex? Okay. I mean, I could go dark. I did not even touch hexes. I have not touched up hexes in Dark Souls. Remembered that there was an item there. I could go dark. I'm not against it. I feel like in Dark Souls 2, more than the other ones, all the elements are equally, like, viable, useful. Like all of the buffs for the weapons, or when you imbue it with an element, all of them I think give the same damage value, so it's purely whether things resist it and how you've got your stats allocated. Maybe I'll go piracy for Dark Souls 3. Did I say piracy? I meant pyromancy. But maybe I'll do piracy as well. Oh, that's the funniest thing I've ever said. I don't mind telling you. Oh, right. This was literally the last boss I fought, and it's already showing up as a regular enemy. Fortunately, they're really not as scary as they look. It's not to say they can't kill you. They're just not quite as imposing. At least as much as I first thought. Maybe I should go dark. I didn't think they were that bad. What's wrong with them? Do you mean just like design-wise? The fact that you have to fight them in water, that's pretty bad. I will probably level up this this crossbow. I should have sent the lift back up. No matter. Yeah. There's also a DLC crossbow that I might consider, especially if I do go for dark, because I don't think that has... I don't know if that has dark scaling on its own, but it does have a special dark ability. Or something like that. I don't know, I haven't used them. I think the main thing to remember about them is just that they only attack with one side at a time. You'd think, yeah, I feel like there's missing potential there to have them do some two-sided shenanigans. Not like there's any other enemies that are going to do that. But, yeah. The one they're looking at you with is the one they're going to try and mess you up with. Fairly straightforward. That was the worst time for that thing to show up. I have to summon Lucatiel again for the Lost Sinner. Lost Sinner? Lost Sinner? Lost Sinner. But I would like to clear the area out before I summon her. I think you've convinced me, Strider. I might go for dark. Very clever. I didn't send the lift up again. I don't learn. And I forgot to upgrade my Estus flask. Despite verbally saying it out loud more than once. I don't even know where the summon sign for Lucatiel is. I feel like she is fairly far back. Like maybe somewhere in this area down the bottom. Or even up the top. I really don't remember. I won't see it unless I become human, but I'm not going to do that just yet. No need to raise my odds of getting invaded more than they need to be. Maybe I'll just shoot it. That's fun, right? I don't know if it respawns. We'll stab it. I really don't know this thing moves very well. Summoning Lucatiel did not help them. I could have gotten used to it as the boss. I don't remember if there's any more of these things. I think there might be another one somewhere. Really don't remember. You super can't see where the ledge is here. I think I've got a rough idea though. I mean, don't go out there. There's nothing out there. They wouldn't just give you the open seas to roam. I see you there. Nope, that's quite what I meant to do. I really don't have much life, so I can afford to waste some ammo. Locked. I'm pretty sure there's a key you need somewhere to open some of these doors. Apparently all of these doors. I just don't remember exactly where it is. I wouldn't be surprised if it's in this area though, because I don't remember having any trouble. Really not much up here, is there? I have a vague recollection that they just start ganging up on you when you get down here. So I would like to adjust my odds as best I can. Another lockstone, that's good. I don't think I ever opened that one near the beginning of the game. Because they like hand you a slab right out there if you open that up. I guess I can check because I'm pretty sure they give you a Chloranthy ring. Yeah, I never did. Oversight on my part. Think there's anything up base. It's just another way to get out without you having to fight everything. But where's the key for those? It wouldn't be on one of the other bosses, would it? Because I think you need the key to open the things up the side to do the light stuff to make this fight easier. Because you light these things on the sides and that brightens up the fight. Which I don't know how that actually affects things, but I would like light. Also, I need Lucatiel anyway, so maybe now that I've cleared everything out. I go and fight the other boss. The key has to be elsewhere. I guess I'll fight the other one first. All the way up there, wow. Okay. Good a reason as any to do the other ones, I suppose. Where do I need to be? There. No matter. We got time. The question is whether I can beat this boss without summoning anyone. Should probably use some common sense. An effigy was supposed to be the end of that sentence. Again, I keep getting interrupted in the middle of a sentence and dying. Yes, the sinner is basically the end of the branch. This one really is pretty flexible about which direction you go first. It kind of like is that part after you get the Lord Vessel in Dark Souls 1, except right from the beginning of the game. I should have healed. I don't know why I didn't. What force was compelling me to try and save my Estus, despite the fact that I clearly needed it? You can really see how much difference in the damage numbers getting counter hits does. Counter hits being the hits that when something is about to attack, as opposed to just hitting something. Like 487 versus 702. That's not an inconsiderable increase in damage. Well, not just when something's about to attack, when something is in the middle of attacking. I don't know why it's so much more evident in this game. Where I started actually appreciating it. Because if you recall, I was trying to use rapiers for a while in my first playthrough. Which have similar thrust damage, which is what the counter hits work on. Possibly? I don't know. Do you mean in the boss area? Because definitely there's multiple. We'll see how this goes. Alright, doing decent damage. Wish you hadn't done that. one down. Could jump down to fight them, but I'd rather space them out as much as possible. There's one over there, and there's one just beneath me. Shit. Just wanted to heal. I didn't even know you could do that. I wish you wouldn't. I couldn't run forever. If I hadn't fallen from up that top level, that probably would have gone alright. They're not so bad to deal with one-on-one. You've just got to be able to fight them one-on-one. Which, to be fair, a lot more doable than a lot of the multi-enemy fights. They normally don't give you the chance to section them off. Which I'm sure will be an issue that becomes more prevalent when we're fighting some gargoyles. Just don't want you blowing me up. So you reckon there's an illusory wall around here somewhere? Around here? You mean in this room? How certain are you? I don't remember one here, but then I don't remember the area anyway. There's that door that leads down into death. Wish I hadn't done that. I didn't know you did do that. Should light that torch. Got any fire on me? I can probably spare a butterfly. I don't recall. I do have some resins. Maybe I should use a little resin. I have no idea what would be good against these things. The hunch says lightning, but I have magic and dark here. How about magic? Might as well use it, I've got it. You reckon lightning? Or did you look that up? I'm following your recommendation either way. Six good hits can kill these things. I'm gonna use the magic because I've got more of those. Come up here. Don't come up here like that. Quite what I meant. Well, we don't get a choice now. Mistakes have been made once again. I don't remember who's more hurt. It's you? Miss. Don't do that either, right? It's just about to do the good shit. As soon as you're fighting more than one, problems start. Oh, you're not the weak one. Just throw your shield. I didn't know you could do that. Bugger. I apologize, Abby. It was a bit impromptu. Impromptu. I actually don't know how you pronounce that. Don't even think about it. I mean, the same is true for any big weapon, really. If anything, it's a problem because you can't change direction very easily. It's oddly easy to miss with this thing. Which, I guess, you know, spears in general is going to have that issue, but especially these tall, spindly buggers. Zombie man drop fruit? Now, did you actively just block my exit? Did they do that? Or were you just trying to get around and happen to be in exactly the wrong spot? I mean, you've got to manage your stamina. But it's quite strong if you can do that. Let's see if we get third time lucky on this staying up on the platform business. See, getting counter hits, look how much that chews through their life. 6 hits, that's all I need. I just need to be able to get them uninterrupted. I don't know how much damage the resin actually adds. But can't say it's not working. Shh. I can't jump off, I need life. Bugger. If I had one more hit there, I think that would have been enough to not be fighting 2 things at once. I was real close. And fighting 2 things at once wouldn't have been a problem, but they also managed to lower my life enough that I couldn't just leap down. I don't know how much damage I would have taken from that. I wasn't confident about my odds. I have one more aromatic ooze. As long as you're wicking things, Strider, do you happen to know where you can buy resins from in this game? Because I really don't remember. I remember everyone in 3 because that's when I got way into resins. And I remember everyone won. I don't remember who sells resins in this game though. That didn't work. That didn't work either. I'm trying to think who sells resins. Melentia or whatever, probably. Why the hell does he sell magic resin? Not gonna argue, it just seems like an odd choice. I'm pretty sure he sells bleeding res... not resin, bleeding serum as well. If I want to make my giant pokes bleed people. Or something. Yeah, it is quite a ways until you meet Laddersmith Gilligan, isn't it? Okay. Eventually resins won't be a problem, because if I do go for an element, I will stick to that particular buff, and I think the spells work out to be better. So... maybe my actual question is, where do you get Dark Weapon? I'm probably not going to need the resins for much longer. But I appreciate you finding out for me. It's always nice to know. I forgot there were so many merchants in this game. I might as well start with it. What's the harm? We'll be able to see just how much extra damage I do get out of it. I can kill these things in 5 hits, or if it stays 6. Still 6. The resistance really don't add that much, apparently. Gonna wait for you to come up to me. I'll just try and keep an eye on how close the other one is. If I can... I got greedy! I just wanted it dead, and I got it! But at what cost? Okay, I think that fellow is the one who sells most of the hexes anyway, at least the ones you can get early on. So that will be someone that I'll talk to anyway. I just need to do that but not die. Also, I'm not too fussed about the fact that I've run out of resins because it seemed like it didn't make a huge difference anymore. Maybe there's something more useful for it. Yeah, I mean, ideally I would have been out of there by then, but I just didn't get a chance to. Or rather, I used my chance trying to murder things instead. I don't know if I would even get poison off in that many hits. Let's equip it anyway. Can't hurt. Takes nothing away, it only adds. Bugger following me. Oh god, he's right here. Not what I was expecting. This is a bigger crowd than I hoped to draw. I could probably find Felk in the Outcast right now if I wanted, but I probably don't have the stats to even talk to him, let alone get anything useful. Apparently I've killed that thing enough that it's not showing up anymore. What, you mean for the Sentinels? That sounds like New Game Plus advice. Still feels good. I like it. That bugger totally does just go for the door. I should take a peek at my armor. Something more useful I could be using that doesn't weigh me down too much. I'll go that. Kind of ruins my aesthetic, but I'll take it. Just straight up take off my helmet. Not that pleasant when I'm hollow. I don't think this poison would be useful at all. It was not. Stop catching me with that. I did not realize that would stop me from rolling for so long. I wasn't expecting this one to hold me up so much. I mean, obviously any multi-enemy boss is a bit of a worry, but I think this one would be catching me up so. This bodes poorly, my performance here so far. Okay. Here we go again. Go figure. That is not gonna help. Other one should be jumping up right around now. Oh, oh, that was the first one. Should be jumping up right around now. I did not learn from last time. Okay, I just have to get this one out of the way and then... Easier said than done. And I keep missing those rolls, which isn't helping. Okay, one left. Whew. There we go. They're really good about covering their own gaps. Okay, it's really not going to let me alt-tab out without having the game disappear. Excel decides to load properly. God, it's really having some trouble. I am mouse wheeling. Let's see. I think if I were to compare them to the Bell Gargoyles, another enemy boss, I think I prefer neither their moveset nor the way they're spaced out. I don't know, this is a tough one. Like, I'm not a big fan of fighting them one-on-one, let alone possibly multiple at once. And they do have a couple of very annoying moves, like that spinny thing. They pretty much got me with every single time. God, I don't know. I guess I would compare them to Flexile Sentry. Probably below Flexile Sentry. But then they're not quite as uninteresting a fight as the likes of these ones, so maybe they're a solid 17. Maybe I'll go 17. Above Seath, below Flexile. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Ruin Sentinels. Yes, Oh, that's another 2. There we are. I think that'll do. I don't know why Excel is going so slowly. I hit save and it's still getting there. No matter. Okay. All I remember about this place is that there's a whole bunch of illusionary walls all around the edges of this place. I don't know where I started. Did I start just right at that door? Let's proceed under that assumption. It could be illusionary walls within these illusionary walls, so I'm gonna remain vigilant for now. Shh. Clerics, big fans of Deep Purple. Maybe we could be putting messages around chests, directing you to the chests, as though you're not right in front of them. It's weirdly common in this game. It feels very Wolf 3D, constantly running around tapping U's on all these walls. Unlike Dark Souls 1 where you just hit stuff. Wait a second, you're gonna break my shit. What, do you reckon the chest? You absolutely could. I have to remember what the Ruined Sentinels actually gets you. I'm pretty sure there's another boss downwards from here, but I don't remember what's this way. If anything. Bastille key. I think the Bastille key is the one that lets you get into the blacksmith's area. Or maybe that's the one you need. Hear you? Oh, there you are. It might be the key for both. I thought you said it was after the gargoyles. Was that in error? Right, this is the way that opens up that other path. I mean, I'll go do the gargoyles first anyway, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. I know the way to get to the gargoyles. I'm just exploring this way first. You get to it from that bonfire I just lit up. Flying around making a bunch of noise. Kick me in the head. This is where I was a second ago. What's the point of that? Guess there's an item in it for you if you want. I'm missing the slightest bit of health, so I'm going to sit at the bonfire. I should probably spend my souls, otherwise I'm just going to lose them. It's kind of a bug that you have to go through a loading screen just to level up.
Bearer of the less.
Ramp these up. A little adaptability won't go astray anyway. Let's get one more level in. Use one of those. That'll do.
Less.
My stats are going to be so uniform and it's going to be great. Remember to do this time. I love that message. Some forces strengthen the Estus Flask. It's so vague. It's like, I don't know, something did it. That's the one. I should look to upgrading this crossbow too. I'll do it after the gargoyles and possibly the center. I'm not likely to use it on either. I need to keep my stamina where I can use it. Just need at least enough to roll. Sometimes you've got to take it head on. Just as a matter of principle. I gotta say, it's the exact same great feeling that you get from Monster Hunter. Something's charging at you and you smack their face with a hammer at just the right time. It's just as good. It's weird that you still attack those illusionary walls with a weapon.
I'm dead! King Ransom Bell! The great bell of Orkin! The bell What do the princesses do?
These bell areas are weird.
Stay back or we slice you to bits. Me and my chums, we shan't be left. Stay back or your pieces. Tiniest pieces. A long time ago, the princess should made me. Yes, just like so. To guard this bell for the prince's honour. Stay away, foul undead, or you'll be a goner. Stay back! It belongs to the... You wished for the priest.
No.
Useless. Be gone right now!
So if you're human, this is one of those areas which there are some like that, like the forest in Dark Souls 1, where you will attract the attention of invaders in a particular covenant. What? God damn it. That's how they get you. Yeah, the boss is through here, but the gate causes a problem, and the gate won't open until I go and ring the bell. The problem is, if you're trying to summon for the boss, you're also getting the attention of those invaders, because you need to be human for both. Ow! Really fucking hurt. Life. The other one go. Oh, well, they're both over here. Stop it. These things do some damage. Fellas. Phantoms. I think they're the same kind of phantoms that the Covenant itself would make an invader. I think that's all I needed to do. Yes. That will probably go poorly. But we'll see how it goes. Seem like a familiar setting. Fortunately, I definitely had more trouble with these ones than the original gargoyles, if you will. And when the more come in is entirely tied to how much damage you've done, so you really want to focus on as few as possible. Which may be easier said than done. I have no idea how many there are. You really want 3 on the area for as little time as possible if you can arrange it. It's just not always easy to arrange it. Fortunately, I really don't have to fight much to get back there. I could probably run past what is there. So let's just go straight to the boss, shall we? Unless the phantoms give me a little bit of trouble while I'm trying to get through the fog door. Not if I give myself some trouble getting there. Get out of the way. Didn't have to be like this. Have to remember there's a hole in the floor. Will you let me go easily? Can't do much damage while they're still coming in. Really be taking the uninterrupted hits while I can get them. The moveset isn't so bad, you've just... it's getting the chance to get the hits that's the problem. I didn't want to miss my chance. Best I can do is just try and lay down as much damage as soon as I know something else is coming in. It seems like it happens when they're about down to half. Best I can do is just keep trying to lay into the one that I've already done the damage to. I don't doubt for a second if you spread the damage around you could be fighting all of them at once. I don't know how many there are. I haven't been watching the health bar too much. I'm too concentrated on each individual one, and rightly so. I saw that arrow. Oh, I haven't even started yet. Oh, there's another one coming in because I wasn't ready. All I can really do is just try and keep my spatial awareness as high as possible and be ready for the other ones attacking that I can't see. Also, I did some damage to the other one as well. Frankly, that could be a bad thing. You're the wounded one. Need to focus on you. So judging by how much life there is left, I'm guessing there's 6 gargoyles. Okay, that was faster than I was expecting. This one's tough. Like, this is a pretty solid multi-enemy boss. As they go. You've really got to be watching out for everything, and I'm not doing a very good job of doing that. Like, as soon as you're not paying attention to any one of them, they're hitting you and causing you trouble. Wish you wouldn't. I need to deal with this now. One down, that's progress. Looks like I can safely get at least one hit before anything else starts coming in. This is a good candidate for summoning people. If you were going to, I recommend it. Interesting they're willing to hide whole areas behind the lockstones. It's getting to that point where I should probably effigy up if I want to have the life to do what I've got to do. I do it nice and close to the bonfire, no one should be getting my shit. I accidentally pressed the whatever the middle button on an Xbox 360 is. I'm not sure what's happening. At the moment it seems like nothing. Is that going to open up Microsoft's bullshit that I absolutely don't want to open? Run, run, run. Trying to get a first hit in isn't really useful. You're either doing bugger all damage because they don't do that much while they're still coming in, or they're attacking you before you get a chance to. I think this fight requires more patience than I've been using. You've really got to pick your opportunities, and I'm just getting myself killed. That charge does pretty good damage. Come now. Strider, this one's too hard. I mean, I'm playing Dark Souls. I don't know what I expect, but this is catching me up, isn't it? It's the thing. You don't really get a chance to rest until you've gotten to the last one. Because there's always at least 2 out there. Have anything that might help? I think that ring is probably helping me more than I'm giving it credit for. So maybe I'll leave that there. Restoration gradually recovers HP. Not quick enough to be that useful. Spell uses, no. Poise. There is one NPC summon for this one that I recall. But I'm trying to get through it with my own power first. More souls isn't actually helpful, but let's see if more poise gives me any assistance. Maybe with that I'll be able to get through some of those attacks without being staggered that I couldn't normally. Doing that really isn't that helpful. They've got slightly more range than I'm giving them credit for. Dodging is not necessarily keeping me in good bread either. At least it's quick to get back to. Would be quicker if I... no, would not be so quick if I was summoning. Then I would be A, getting invaded pretty heavily, and B, having to clear everything out so they don't rough them up before they get there. I don't remember who it is. As soon as one of them starts backing off, it's a really good chance to do anything. It's not much. A quicker weapon probably would be more flexible for this fight. But here I am, using the one thing that I've wanted upgrading. I thought he was. I really need to finish this one off. That's not the way to do it. That's not the way to do it either. They have a debatably tougher moveset than the original Gargoyles did, which doesn't help. Life. Oh, this is getting tense. I'll take the damage where I can get it. These are the last two. I'll know pretty soon. Seems like it might be. Just me and you. There we go. That's a tense fight. I don't think the... Pardon me? I don't think that ring helped me in the slightest. But no matter. Oh god, how do we rank that? Shut up, Strider. It's also right on time because I have been recording now for 1 hour 59 minutes. So we're squeezing that in right under the bar, bread, whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I would say that's... If that was spaced out a bit more, I would say that is a solid fight, but they kind of do just throw a little too much at you all at once. Like as if the Bell Gargoyles just had more gargoyles coming in over and over again. And also weren't quite so easy to kill. It's very hard. You have mixed feelings because because it's so hard, you have to do it so many times. I want to lower it because of that, but really it is a very tense, good fight, I think. It's one of those things where not only are you learning their movesets better, but also like as you're fighting them, you're also having to sharpen your what's the word? Situational awareness as well, because you pretty much can't concentrate at one at the same time. If you aren't paying attention to all of them that are on the board at the same time, you're just going to get messed up, unless you're getting very lucky. You've really got to pick your shots and hope that it doesn't go bad. I would be willing to put them... I don't think it's as good as a fight as the Bell Gargoyles. Similar though they are. Also no tail cut, so not even close. I would consider putting that around number 8, I think. Definitely more engaging fight than Priscilla. I think the Pursuer probably edges it out though. You know, being just a solid sort of, the Pursuer sort of does fill the same slot as the Bell Gargoyles, really. That's sort of, this is one of, you know, you've fought a couple of bosses, and maybe you've muddled your way through, but if you aren't getting good at the dodging and everything by that point, do you reckon it's better than Pursuer? The Belfry Gargoyles, isn't it? I should really write that down. It's going to be above Pursuer. I think I'd probably put it below Pursuer myself. Maybe? You've got me questioning it now, but I'm going to put it at number 8 anyway. Belfry Gargoyles. Not Bedfry. I think DS2 is pulling a fairly nice average so far. You know, if Dragon's Rider wasn't all the way down here, this is mostly, you know, middle and upwards. Yeah, so far, and I think of DS2 in general, all of the bosses are a lot more balanced, I suppose is the right word. Like, you have options, you know, beyond just being good at dodging. Which a lot of these DS1 ones basically boil down to. Either dodging, or they're exploitable in some way, or are just useless and boring to fight. Pinwheel, I'm looking at you. But yeah, I'm okay with that, I think. And with that, I might as well fade out from here because I'm out of time and much done anyway. So thanks for hanging out. If you did, watching later. If you did, I'm enjoying playing Dark Souls 2. That's enough for me. Bye all.